Well, welcome back, guys. I'm picking up right from where I left off the last time. Had to go do some family stuff for a few minutes, so I left the game running. So if you noticed a big difference in actual game time over the next save, and it doesn't match up with the gameplay that you've seen, that's just what it is. I just forgot to turn the game off. So let's go ahead and talk to little girl, and we'll be jumping through the hole in the shed. Yeah, well, everyone getting along is not something that's going to happen. Alright, so we'll run out into the forest. And from there we'll just turn here and go back into the town. Alright, recover. Alright, we'll just backtrack out if those wonderful little knights will let me. Yes, they will. Just go straight into the Garden of Dreams. Alright, so we'll go inside this little portal that she's opened, but first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here and put the Chaos Egg back on Millennia before I forget. Check the rest of her items. Make sure nothing fancy's come through. Put those pumps on for the increased move, and we'll step in the portal. So out that way is an option, but obviously you want to go through the big, silly looking portal. This is the other place I mentioned that could potentially be good for your grinding. There's a lot of these guys, and they are fairly simple to beat. They don't have a lot of health, they only have 720. So we'll do a Trimmer from Rowan, Howl from Millennia. Let's see how effective the Trimmer is. Decently effective, not amazing. Nothing to call home about. With Ryudo, we are going to aim this way. See how effective Howl is from Millennia. Pretty decently effective. Pretty sure it knocked at least 2 of them out of range of this, though. No worries, though. No worries. What are they gonna do? How dare you, sir?
We won.
Alright. So, easy fight. Recover. We're gonna go in here. Did we not obtain a book the last time? Book of Warriors. So, maximum... Okay, first before we get into that, here's the adventure book, right? It's the first one we had. It gives you a life increase, strength, vitality, speed, execution time on items, and then this hidden feature. Well, the Book of Warriors is slow reduction in IP, ups the chances of evading enemy attacks, increased agility, increased vitality, and maximum HP. So, some of these are pretty self-explanatory. What we want to do is not upgrade any of them at all right now, because we don't need them. Chaos Egg is on Millennia. We're going to upgrade Burn. And we're going to upgrade Heal just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and upgrade Zap again. Upgrade Howl Slash. You'll see a move a little bit later on called Crackle, which is super useful. Should have this little snowman icon next to it. Go ahead and upgrade that. Get Refresh. Fiora. Magic symbol blocks enemy moves. Alright, and go to this egg. Go ahead and grab Healer. See, there's Crackle right there. I just mentioned it, and we have it. It's a good move. At higher levels, with the proper stuff, it does a pretty decent amount of damage. I'll go ahead and max it out here. Alright, now we are going to go over here. We're looking at 2,000 special coins right now. So, let's see what we could do with 2,000 special coins. So this is going, I don't really have much of a choice here. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that so we get the move. This is the ability that we obtain from absorbing the Tongue of Valmar. It absorbs HP with tongue power. Useful move. It just looks rather gross. I'm not a huge fan of really any of Rowan's attacks. he has the Dragon Rise here, and later on he gets the True Dragon Rise, which is basically just another version of it. I really don't care for any of his moves. I love him as a character, not a huge fan of his moves. So what we're going to do here is just upgrade that just so we can use it. And I say for now we're going to dump the rest into Beastman Cut, take it up 2 more levels, and that'll be it for now. Grab this item, a silver feather. Okay, we did not get initiative there because we just ran right into the enemy. We're going to use Tremor again. The only reason we're going to use it, it wasn't super effective last time, but it's going to hit several people, so we're just going to go ahead and burn it. We're not going to use Crackle because it is a single target and we don't want to do any of that right now. I would do Gravity to pull them all back together, but I don't think it's going to go off before Tremor does. So we will look to aim towards this guy here because he's nearly the furthest back in the pack.
You cannot get away with that!
Alright, excellent, excellent. So this guy here is charging up a special attack, and so is this one. Now the likelihood of Merrick hitting this guy and then targeting this guy is probably very low, but we're going to go ahead and send him over there. And then with her, we're going to do... Actually, I'm going to do Howl on this guy, just because.
Ooh, hey, how does that feel?
Again, as I've said plenty of times before, and I'll continue to say again and again, we're right next to that save point. There's no sense in wasting, or not wasting what we have, our abilities, because we can just go right back to that save point and very, very easily get everything back that we used. Just a couple of steps back to there, so. And we haven't left the area, so the enemies aren't going to respawn. So that's nearly 1,000 damage on his Dragon Rise. I just don't like the move. It's strong. I mean, he as a character is quite strong. So I'm not a huge fan of the move set. And there's actually reasons behind that, but we'll get into that later. Just as a person and a player, I prefer the character of Ryudo over almost anyone else. And then people like Elena and Millennia and Merrig as well. I like the people that hit like a Tonka truck. So we're going to cast his Zap and see how effective electricity is on these guys. And though it's weak, we're going to cast Tremor, and we're going to do it on the guy the furthest back, because it will probably go off before too many people move. Especially because this will slightly delay their attacks, if not kill them all outright. Yeah, it was absolutely devastating to those guys. So with that in mind, what you could do is you could very easily just upgrade Zap to attack a little faster and make it a little bit stronger, and you could come back into those fights. You could just run, save, get all your stuff, or get all your stuff back, and then just leave the area, get everybody to respawn, run back in, zap, 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 just over and over. Just get it nice and upgraded, and it would probably one-shot those guys. Not to mention that later on you get more advanced versions of that. So look at the Chaos Egg. So now we have attack with a huge pillar of fire. So now Zap is max level. We will, I believe they're here and here, just the different forms. You have to do upgrading in other areas to unlock the other moves. I keep pressing the bumper. So right now we have everything upgraded that we can upgrade. Now we'll just earn strike. Attack enemy with countless firebirds. Attack with a huge pillar of fire. So we saved up a bunch of magic coins throughout all these fights. We haven't really been burning them and using them. Now, I really love the upgrading of the eggs more than upgrading of most all of the special abilities that you'll find here. Later on down the line, you'll have plenty of special coins so you can upgrade them. But early on, other than upgrading the arrow shot, the Tenseiken, the Beast Fang, the Golden Hammer, the Impact Bomb, and so on, other than maxing those out for the usefulness of how fast they activate, I really like to stick to using the eggs and upgrading the eggs with the magic coins, because the eggs can rotate characters, unlike the moves. So you might find Impact Bomb more useful than Arrow Shot for whatever reason. You might find White Apocalypse more useful than Fallen Wings for whatever reason. But those are on two different characters, and as you can see, Millennia is out when Elena is not out, so you don't have them both in your party. So the egg, the Chaos Egg, or any other egg can transfer between characters at will. So you could transfer this to Elena when Millennia is not around, and vice versa. So having this upgraded keeps a continuous amount of very useful power on any character. So if you hate the moveset of Elena or Millennia and like the moveset of the other, egg is super useful. Now I'm going to upgrade Burn Strike and Shut Up. Alright, so we just used Zap to take out those other guys here. We're going to run up behind these guys. We're going to use Tremor. We got Initiative, so we get a pretty good start on these guys. Use Tremor on Rowan. Howl Slash should get 5 of these guys if the Tremor doesn't knock one of them out of place. Okay, cool. Got 5. Alright. Big damage there. So Burn Strike is single target. Burn Flame is going to be an AoE attack. So we're going to go ahead and just... Now we're not going to attack the guy closest to us with Merrick, because these guys are all so low, that except for this guy here, that they'll all just die with one of his autos. So what we're going to do is we're going to click to hit this guy who has the most amount of health. Then we're going to let Millennia's attack hopefully take out the rest of them. Easy. Got all of them. Amazing. Fantastic. So while Tremor doesn't do a whole bunch of damage to those guys, the burning attacks do much more. So what we're going to do is we're going to save right here, and we've run nearly half an hour with this one, so I'm going to cut it short. I don't want you guys having a 45-minute or hour video to watch, so we'll cut this one short, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.